Risk assessment for confined space works. Static equipment.
In this video I am splitting the A3 paper for the convenience of the viewers.
Welding, fit, up, cutting and grinding and power tools operations. Hazard. Hot works. Non-compliance to permit to work, PTW, system. Lack of communication. Unskilled employees handling power tools. Fire. Burn. Exposure to ultraviolet, U.V, infrared, I.R, rays. Electrocution. Dust, fumes generated. Slips of tools, flying particles. Impact injury to body, hands and fingers. Noise. Arcing of electricity. Defective tools and equipment. Pinch points. Face and eye injuries. Slip, trip and fall. Ergonomic. Simultaneous operations. Safety precautions. 1. Obtain valid work permit, with approved method statement and risk assessment prior to commence activity. 2. Supervisor must ensure that all work activities are carried out by competent and trained personnel. TBT. TSTI shall be conducted before start of activity. 3. ELCB rated 30 mA system in place for electrical power sources. 4. Ensure all combustible materials are removed minimum 8-meter radius. 5. Welding machine and power tools shall have a valid inspection certificate and color-coded. 6. Use fire retardant tarpaulin booth to contain all sparks. 7. HEC-approved fire watcher to be deployed at site for all hot works. 8. Sufficient number of inspected and certified fire extinguishers to be provided. 9. Keep the argon cylinders secured with chain and upright position on the trolley secured in a fixed structure. 10. Cylinders must be segregated and stored properly. Shall have valve caps, with proper level of the contents full or empty. 11. Cylinders shall be protected from unauthorized use or operation while user is out of sight, that is, user working on height, and cylinder sets are kept on ground level. 12. Always close the cylinder's valve when not in use. Do's and don'ts to be generated for such and to be briefed among workforce. 13. Required and mandatory KIPIC approved PPE shall be used by all personnel involved this activity. 14. Expired and wet grinding wheel shall not be used for any grinding, cutting activity to prevent injury from flying. Break out parts from the grinding wheel. 15. Ensure that the pressure, dead man switch of grinding machine is working properly and no lock system for continuously locking the system in on position. 16. Grinding machine wheel shall be safeguarded and be ensure grinding wheel RPM should be equal or greater than grinding machine RPM. 17. Ensure that the equipment, tools to be used are inspected and in good condition. 18. Use dust-free power tools that are equipped with a vacuum. 19. Ensure that chipping power tools equipped with auxiliary handles to maintain control. 20. Make sure dead man switch available on power tools. 21. All hazardous waste generated such as used welding rods and grinding, cutting wheels shall be collected in proper bins and shall be disposed as per KIPIC waste manifest procedure. 22. Shall use radiation filtering welding glasses to protect from optical radiation produced by the welding, such as the intense ultraviolet light produced by an electric arc. 23. The working area shall be cleared of other workers and barricades shall be provided. 24. Signatures shall be provided for safety awareness on the work being done. 25. A proper platform shall be arranged for the safe working while executing work. 26. Standard braided type cable and approved industrial plugs, sockets shall be used. 27. Proper ground and earth connection shall be provided for welding machine and equipment. Material being welded. 28. Never use power tool with malfunctioning parts or switch. Remove it from service and repair or discard if not repairable. 29. Prior to welding, all precautions shall be taken to avoid fall of shorter length pipes, spools by providing fire blanket. 30. Ensure that cables are hung, routed or laid wherein it will not cause obstruction or tripping. 31. All manual handling works shall comply manual handling procedure. 32. Shall have proper coordination with other group task supervisors or contractors involved during simultaneous operations. Continuous supervision and the monitoring shall be conducted. Confined space works. Hazard. Non-compliance to permit to work PTW system. Lack of communication. Lack of ventilation. Oxygen deficient. Enrichment. Asphyxiation. Fire. Electrical hazards. Noise. Poor visibility. Fall and trip hazards. Miscommunication. Unauthorized entry to confined space. Lack of emergency preparedness. Safety precautions. 1. Entry into all confined spaces shall be permitted only with the confined space entry authorization, unless the space is reclassified as confined space not requiring entry authorization. Subject activity falls under Greenfield, hence, referring to Clause 9.2 of Safe Working Practices on Confined Space Entry, contractor has to prepare the confined space entry site-specific and task-specific analysis shall be submitted along with the present hazards, precautions and waived item to company approval. 2. Obtain valid work permit, with approved method statement and risk assessment prior to commence work. 3. Confined space entry safe work practices should be followed. 4. All personnel concerned shall take medical checkup and safety induction. 5. Calibrated and valid certified gas tester and portable detector shall be used. 6. Confined space, do not enter signage shall be displayed visibly to the entrance of any confined space. 7. Establish specific rescue plan and rescue equipment identified available to effect a rescue in the confined space. 8. TBT/TSTI shall be conducted among workers for awareness. 9. Required and mandatory KIPIC approved PPE shall be used by all personnel involved in this activity. 10. The entry supervisor shall review all emergency procedures with all entrants and other related personnel. 11. Verify and monitor presence of atmosphere by means of gas testing before commencing work. Gas testing must be done before and during the entire activity vicinity to measure oxygen level and to find out presence of other hazardous gases. The testing must be done by authorized gas tester. 12. Trained attendant, watcher, shall be placed at entrance and be able to communicate with workers inside. 13. Only personnel trained and authorized shall enter the confined space. 14. Recognized communication method, equipment to be used. 15. Buddy system must be implemented. 16. Attendant shall check and control entry with a proper list, log sheet. 17. Ventilation facility shall be equipped to ensure adequate airflow. 18. Sufficient lighting shall be provided. 19. Hearing protection apparatus shall be worn. 20. Ground cable shall be installed. Cable and hoses shall be properly routed. 21. Any tools to be used in confined space shall be checked thoroughly in advance. 22. No gas cylinders to be taken into confined space. 23. Do not introduce oxygen supply or cylinders into the confined space. 24. Sufficient nose of inspected and approved fire extinguishers shall be placed around work area in case of possible fire. 25. Maintain good housekeeping and use proper access to prevent slip, trip and fall. 26. Workers must be provided with frequent rest breaks and job rotations. 27. Ensure that confined space entrance is blocked closed with hard barrier and signage if there is no work.
Please give comment and suggestions.
Thank you.
Subscribe our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thank for visit our channel. See you next class.
Thank you.